Venus Williams shakes up field at 2026 ATX Open. American women's tennis legend Venus Williams will play in Austin, Texas. American women's tennis legend Venus Williams has committed to playing in the 2026 ATX Open. Williams accepted a wildcard spot for the singles draw of the WTA 250 event in Austin, Texas. Tournament organizers teased the exciting announcement on social media yesterday. Austin, this is a big one. An all-time tennis great and 7-time Grand Slam champion will play the ATX Open later this month. Who could it be? Announcement tomorrow. Tennis fans correctly guessed that it was Williams. The 45-year-old played in 5 tournaments last year, including an exhibition event in Charlotte. Williams kicked off 2026 by almost upsetting Olga Dalinovic in the first round of the Australian Open. "I'm so excited to be heading to Austin and playing my first ATX Open," said Williams. "The city has such great energy, and I've heard the fans are incredible. I'm looking forward to playing both singles and doubles in front of such a passionate tennis community." Williams' resume speaks for itself. She has won 7 Grand Slam singles titles, 49 WTA singles titles, and is the most accomplished tennis player in Olympic history with 4 Olympic gold medals, 1 in singles, 3 in doubles, and 1 Olympic silver medal, mixed doubles. The former WTA world number 1 has also won 14 Grand Slam doubles titles and holds a perfect 14-0 record in Grand Slam doubles finals. She also holds the record for most U.S. Open main draw appearances with 25. So far, the ATX Open field includes Jessica Pegula, Peyton Stearns, Ajla Tomljanovic, and Iva Jovic. The outdoor hardcourt tournament is played at Westwood Country Club in Austin. It is the start of the Sunshine Swing in the United States, running from February 23 to March 1. "This is our strongest player field yet," said tournament director Christo van Rensburg. With Venus joining the action at Westwood, Year 4 of WTA Tour tennis in Austin puts the world on notice that the Texas tennis takeover is only growing. The last 3 years have delivered thrilling moments and memorable finals, and this year's tournament will be unlike any we've had before. Stay locked into Sports Illustrated's Serve on SI for all of your tennis news from the court and beyond. Glowing star Venus Williams shakes up the field at the 2026 ATX Open. By your name. When Venus Williams, the iconic titan of women's tennis, stepped onto a court in Austin, Texas, for the 2026 ATX Open, it wasn't just another entry on the tournament draw. It was a seismic shift in the WTA landscape, a throwback to greatness that energized fans and reminded the world why Venus has always been one of the sport's most compelling figures. Tennis a legend returns, but not just for old time's sake. At age 45, most professional athletes have long since bowed out of premier competition. But Venus, 7-time Grand Slam singles champion, former world number 1, and Olympic gold medalist, is rewriting what comeback means in the modern era. After spending much of the past 2 years navigating sporadic competition and a serious return to form, she accepted a wild-card invitation to the ATX Open, marking her first appearance at this Texas tournament in 2026. For many, that announcement carried a simple excitement. For others, it was a jolt, a reminder that Venus, even without a ranking among the elite anymore, still commands attention simply by choosing to compete. The ATX Open field already featured rising stars and solid tour veterans like Jessica Pegula, Peyton Stearns, Ajla Tomljanovic, and Iva Jovic, a robust lineup signaling the tournament's growing prestige. And then came Venus. From the moment organizers teased her arrival on social media, fans speculated. Who could this mystery legend be? The answer, Venus Williams, sparked cheers, conversations, and viral buzz across platforms. Suddenly, Austin wasn't just another stop on the American hardcourt swing, it was a stage for a living legend. Cityscape at dusk. Why Austin? To fully appreciate Venus's decision, it helps to understand both her recent journey and the burgeoning spirit of the ATX Open itself. Austin, known for its energetic culture, fervent music scenes, and vibrant community, has embraced tennis with growing enthusiasm. The ATX Open, now in its 4th year, has steadily attracted higher-caliber talent and cultivated a reputation as a springboard into the U.S. hardcourt season. Tournament director Christo van Rensburg didn't mince words when he said this edition would be the strongest player field yet, and with Venus joining, the message was clear: Austin is worth watching. For Venus, this tournament represents more than another result on her resume. It's a chance to compete for the joy of the game. In past seasons, she has faced injury setbacks, surgical recovery, and the inevitable challenges that come with competing at an elite level well past typical peak athletic age. Yet she's never lost her love for competition, nor her hunger to test herself against the best. Fire more than a wild card, a statement. In tennis, a wild card is often more than a courtesy, it's an invitation to rewrite narratives. Venus's acceptance of this wild card confronts every stereotype about aging athletes and legacy players. She isn't here for a nostalgic farewell, she's here to compete, to challenge, to stir up conversation about what's possible beyond conventional limits. At the Australian Open earlier in the season, Venus made headlines as the oldest woman to compete in singles at age 45, breaking a record and adding a new chapter to her remarkable career. Though she exited in the first round, her performance was emblematic of her grit and determination, taking a set, pushing her competitor, and refusing to simply be a footnote. Now, in Austin, she brings this same spirit, blending elite experience with competitive fire. Her presence doesn't just enrich the tournament, it elevates expectations. Suddenly, every early round match is filled with question marks. Can she draw on her wisdom to outmaneuver a younger, fresher opponent? Can she reignite flashes of her legendary serve or attacking ground strokes? These questions send ripples through the draw and create a buzz no one else can match. Brain legend versus today's stars. Part of the magic of Venus's re-entry into tournaments like the ATX Open lies in the contrasts, the legend of the past versus the talents of the present. Look at the depth of this year's field. Pegula, a top-ranked American stalwart known for her consistency and athleticism. Peyton Stearns, a rising young talent with a powerful baseline game. Tomljanovic, a seasoned tour pro with a gritty style. And Jovic, a formidable competitor from Serbia. On paper, there's no guarantee that Venus's journey at the ATX Open will end with a trophy. But that's precisely the point. Her participation forces players, and fans, to rethink expectations. It's not just about rankings or recent results. It's about legacy, momentum, heart, and the power of inspiration. For younger players, a match against Venus represents a chance to measure themselves against history, to absorb wisdom and poise, even in victory. For fans, it's a reminder that tennis is as much about storytelling as it is about winners and losers. Venus represents a narrative arc that few in the sport have ever achieved: sustained excellence, reinvention, and a refusal to step aside quietly.